Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the program Sport Pizza, where you get the absolute best in the ever-exciting world of sport. My name is Brownson Uwana. Lots of things happening. Hero has come and gone. African Cup of Nations around the corner. In a few months' time, we'll be seeing African stars lining up to Cameroon for the big championship. And of course, transfer window is open. Who is going where? Manchester United dream of some players and some other clubs waiting to hijack. Who are the clubs making the signs? Big stories making the headlines today. My name is Brownson Uwana. Let's take a very quick break. When we come back, we'll be serving you all the stories. Welcome back. Now, my strike partner, Lakule Philip, joins me on this episode of the program. Kule, good to have you.
Top of the day to you, Brownson Uwana. It's great to be here once again to talk sports, and really loaded. The program is loaded, and I think I'm really very delighted at what I saw in the NPFL, talking about match day 33. It's really getting exciting, and I think you should be happy that it looks like the cup is coming back home.
That's what it is as far as that's concerned. Aqua United, well, is he coming home? Maybe he's coming home, but time will tell. With just 5 more games to go, Aqua United just need to win all their home games and hoping they can get some draws away from home. I think they have 3 more home games, so they are in an advantage position to grab 9 points if that's possible. So let's stick with the Nigerian Professional Football League. Of course, we've also mentioned that leaders Aqua United were held to a 1-1 draw by Rivers United in Port Harcourt in the Nigerian Professional Football League game. Of course, the Week 33 game was very, very exciting. And if you look at what the table looks like now, Kule, very exciting. Now, Aqua United may have dropped 2 points last weekend, but of course, the 6 seats with, I think, 3 points lead. National United sits second on the table. They are on 58 points, just 3 points behind the leaders, talking about Aqua United. Also tied on point with Kano Pillars, who is also on 58. Ema International, 57 points. If you look at the top 4 teams, just 4 points separating these guys, and it is keenly contested. As a matter of fact, if you want to come further and look at the fact that Rivers, Kwara, Rivers, of course, are on 56 points. It even makes it more difficult, Kunle.
Yeah, makes it very difficult. I think that Aqua United must be consistent just the way they've been, because just 3 points, just like you said, separates them between the first Aqua United and Nassau United, who are second, and of course, Kano Pillars are third. But they have the same number of points, talking about Nassau United and Kano Pillars. Eyimba, just like I said, have 57 points, and then just 1 point separates them from the teams that are second and then third in the other. So it's really going to be very massive. It's going to be very exciting. I think that this is where experience and consistency comes to fore. But with the way Aqua United has played, with the way they formed this season, I think it will be a difficult way. It will be very disappointing if eventually they don't end up winning the league, because they've been sitting at the top for quite a very long time, and at some point in time they were on an unbeaten streak. So it's really going to go down the wire, because when you have just 3 points separating the team topping, but I think one of the things that will really help Aqua United is the fact that they have the goal difference they have right now is 21. Which for me is much more than every other team. Competing.
What's Nasarawa's goal difference?
Nasarawa United goal difference is just 13 goals.
Oh, that's much.
Yeah,
that's
much.
massive.
Eyimba is just 11 goal difference. So it's really going to be very, very exciting. I think that the teams are beginning to gel. The teams are beginning to understand the fact that with just 5 games to go in the NPFL, they can't allow it to sleep.
And Aqua United, don't forget to have 3 more games to play at home.
Yeah, so
now, that's in Nigerian context, that's a potential 9 points.
Yeah.
And away from home, you don't need to do much. If you cannot win away from home, just try and get 2 points. Now, 9 plus 2 gives you 11 points.
11 points. Yeah, that's the mathematics. That's the calculation. And also, let's not forget, Nassau United as well. They also have some games to play at home.
Nassau United has 3 games away from home.
Away from home.
Makes it even more difficult.
It makes it more difficult. But I think if you look at the teams they're going to be playing against, you still feel that one way or the other, they can still nick in probably a draw away from home. It's not going to be a huru. It's not the end. Just like you said, we're just talking about, we're just trying to postulate and of course do the calculation and see to see team that might eventually emerge tops at the end of the day. So I still feel that, you know, teams like Nasarawa United and Kano Pillars, Enyimba United had their chances because you remember that at the point in time they had about 3 outstanding games. Those periods they were competing in the Champions League, and first Confederations Cup, but the result they turned out was disappointing, and that was why they put them
affected. They're standing right now.
So I think that you know, with experience and all of that, I think it's going to be between Aqua United and Kano Pillars.
Let's see how well that goes, but also not forgetting that relegation battle is also being considered in this one. Looks like it's done and dusted for Adamawa United. 10 points behind 19th place. Looks like it's done.
they've been sharing, you know. They've been doing giveaways.
They've been on bonus. They played 33 games and just 5 wins. That's not a very good one. Ifeanyi Uba is shocking to see them on 19th. Warri Wolves on 34 points as well as 19th place Ifeanyi Uba and Jigawa. These 4 teams are not safe. As a matter of fact, all the way to 16 Sunshine Stars are currently not safe. They have to do all they can to stay top. Now let's move away from Nigeria Professional Football League. The Olympics starts this week, and it's going to be a very exciting one this weekend, where lots of games that we've expected to see will be coming up. And it's sad for me somehow to know that, or to see that my confidence is really not high on Team Nigeria. Their preparation left nothing to be desired. They've been talked about the sport minister trying to prepare this team ahead of the tournament. But I mean, in my opinion, Kunle, I don't think Team Nigeria has really done well compared to their foreign counterparts.
Yeah, they've not done well in terms of preparation, but in terms of quality, in terms of individualism, I think that we've got some athletes who can give the foreign athletes their opposition a good run for their money. We have a wrestler talking about Odunayo Adekunroye, who is 4th in a category as far as the wrestling ranking is concerned. So I think that this is one of the prospects we have, and also in the 100 meters we also have a very good chance. Not forgetting the 4x400 meters women, we've been disqualified because of some kind of errors that were made by the organizers of the Lagos athletics that was organized. But in the 4x100 meters for male and female, I think that we stand a very good chance in that. Remember, in the time past, we have always been, one of the formidables, one of the forces to reckon with when you talk about relay races in the world. Apart from the Jamaicans, the Americans, we always countered. But in recent time, things hasn't been the same for us.
You have the Australians, the Australians who is gradually taking over the tracks.
Yeah, and I think that also in basketball, our team, initially it was a women basketball team that everyone feels that they stand a very good chance. But with the way the Nigerian male basketball team, talking about the D-Tigers, have been performing in recent time, beating the Americans for the first time, and also against Argentina, they were blown apart by over 21 point difference, and also against Australia, we lost scandalously. And by virtue of their performance in the preparation, the exhibition games, FIBA in the power ranking placed them in the 4th position, even just 1 point behind America, who are the defending champion, as one of the teams that might likely be winning gold medal in the Olympics. So I think that we stand a very good chance. I think only few teams will be able to beat the D-Tigers when hostilities begin in Australia. I think these are one of the, and also in table tennis, yes, we have some great prospects there. We have Aruna Quadri, we have Omotayo Olajide, also the young man who won the gold medal in the male category of the senior category of the table tennis competition there. And we also have I think it's just the 2 of them. Okay, we have Funke Oshonaike also, who for me also stand a very good chance, a great Olympian. So we just hope that these guys will come to full. Not forgetting Eze Brume as well. Eze Brume in 2019 won, she won in a category in the long jump. She came out tops. Let's not also forget Blessing Okagbare, who also will be competing in the 100 and 200 meters. We have a very good chance. Eze Brume also will stand a very good chance. These are individuals that might be bringing the medals to the team Nigeria.
No doubt, with all these names you've called, I hope that we'll be able to have some medal prospects. Also, Aruna Quadri has been seeded in one of the top 15th player of the Olympics. Let's hope that this will propel him to win us either gold, silver or bronze in the Olympics. A very good one. I want to wish them a very good outing in the Olympics. At least 20 medals or more shouldn't be, anything shy of that for me would not be success. Let's take a very quick break. When we come back, we'll be telling you what's happening in the transfer markets. Welcome back. Now, of course, let's go straight to the transfer and tell you what's happening. Now, the big player that have been on the transfer market for the past 2 weeks has to be Varane. Talking about the French defender. Now, there was reports sometime last week that Manchester United were very close to signing him, but the story seems to be changing by the day as Chelsea are looking so close to hijacking that deal from Manchester United. And you want to ask why? I mean, everybody should want to play for Manchester United. But in my opinion, Manchester United doesn't look very attractive right now.
I quite don't agree with that, Bronson. I think it is about...
But is United attractive right now?
They are not doing badly, except for the fact that they've not won any major title in recent time since Mourinho left, just like you always say. But I think Manchester United, for me, have a very good team. They've got some classical players at their disposal. And I feel that, just like I always say, they have a very good chance of winning laurels when hostility begins this season. But talking about Varane, the deal has almost seen the light of the day. And we initially was talks about personal terms and all of that, after it was evident that they had already secured the deal with Jadon Sancho. This one, I think it was almost looking like it's a done deal before the news came in that Chelsea were on the verge of pulling it out of the fire. But I still feel that since they've agreed on personal terms, Manchester United are desirous. They are keen, they are very determined to secure the services of Varane. And let's not also forget the club, talking about Real Madrid, do not want Varane to go on a free transfer. He just has 1 year in his left in his contract, so they want to cash out from the deal. So I think that whether he likes it or not, one of these two teams.
So where is he going? Chelsea or Manchester United?
I think he's going to Manchester United. I want him to go to Manchester United.
Okay, let's see how that goes anyway. But I mean, some players will also want to argue that they don't want to play under a manager who is yet to win his first laurel for the club. I mean, if that happens, come back and tell me.
You can always win it someday. Remember the case of Mauricio Sarri? At least eventually, after all said and done, he was able to win the Europa League with Chelsea.
Let me ask you, how much has Solskjaer spent on the transfer market?
He has spent a lot, but at times that, you might just be
doing things. Kule, if you are spending money, you are expected to win titles.
You are expected to win titles.
How much did Jose Mourinho spend with wait, don't worry, let's not rush this conversation. How much did Jose Mourinho spend when he was
I know you were good. It was, though, yeah, he didn't spend much, and he was able to win the Europa League. He was able to win. It was a Carling Cup or thereabout. It wasn't as if he won the league.
Don't make it sound ordinary. He won three titles in 2 years. It's not ordinary.
He won the Carling Cup.
Yes.
Did he win the league?
He won Europa League.
He won the Europa League.
Yes.
Can you compare the Europa League with the UEFA Champions League?
So at least that was the competition he found himself. Solskjaer has played Solskjaer played Champions League. He played Europa League. He has played FA Cup. He has played under his watch. Let me tell you, coaches that have won titles.
Brownson. It's just unfortunate that these things are happening. And
let me ask you, for United fan, please go to our our Instagram page, our Facebook page right now. Drop your comment. I need Kule to answer this question. Is Solskjaer going to win title in the 2021-2022 season?
Browson, I've said it before, even before the end of the league. I said he has actually spent time to understudy the players. And with the caliber of players,
that's not the question,
right now,
Kule. Is he going to win titles?
He's going to win titles.
All right.
He's going to win.
This recording.
Just take me back. Yeah, take me back. My Solskjaer is going to win a title this season.
All right. So at the end of the season, we are going to bring back this episode to play for Olakule Philip. Now, let's also tell you that Chelsea is leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit for Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Braut Haaland, who is, of course, 20 years old. Although the chances of a swap deal for the Norwegian are said to be not agreeable between both sides. Now, they want to have a swap deal so that the price can reduce, but Dortmund is saying if you want to buy this player, you have to sign the check.
Browson, on a lighter note, I think I feel very offended when they say they're working out a deal, to bring Haaland into Chelsea, and you have players. Part of the deal is
Abraham. Come on.
It's very insulting because I think that Tammy wasn't given a chance. To actually prove his mettle.
No, sorry.
With the team.
Now, let me hold you there. Let me tell you another deal I'm not happy with. Now, how would you say that Tottenham should give you Harry Kane, and then on the other side you give Gabriel Jesus and Ryan Sterling?
I don't know how the players.
I don't know this coach reasons sometimes.
I don't know how they think. I think that these are classical players. Sterling, we saw the stuff is made up of, but most of the time, from the perspective of the coach of Pep Guardiola, he can do anything when it comes to him getting a player, and when he's side of a player, he doesn't give a he doesn't care about what happened. Just go. Even if the player is putting up good performances, once he's tired, once he feels that the player is no more useful in his team, he lets them go. I think that the deal for Haaland is a good one if the deal eventually sees the light of the day.
So you think Stanley Abraham
No. That's why Borussia Dortmund came out to say you bring in £150 million. And that's where you have a deal. If you don't bring in 150, you remember that also they are not even willing to let Haaland go because Jadon Sancho are already left. So if they have two top key players in their rank leaving, I think they might have a problem in the coming season.
I tell you stuff, if I must sign Haaland for that amount of money, every kick must result to a goal. His passes.
According to Arsene Wenger.
His passes. If Haaland is passing the ball to a player, it should be goal.
Into the net.
I mean, for Haaland, that is, in my opinion, yet to prove itself. Welcome back. That is a wrap on our show today. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We hope that you join us next time. But don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, and also go to YouTube, type Sport Pizza and subscribe to our channel. Olakule Philip, my strike partner, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Yeah, Browson, I had fun. I had a great time, and I hope that we do it together again next week.
Next week it is, and to all our viewers, thank you so much for watching the show. On behalf of all the production crew, take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of your day.